Om Jiji Saima. My name is Kerstin Schoen, and I'm very happy to speak to you today about the celebration of life. Recently, my husband left the body. My husband died, and it was his wish to bring his ashes to Kashi, to bring his ashes to Mata Ganga, and for Ma to offer a ceremony, and for the Pandits to offer a ceremony for him, for his remains. So the moment everything actually was being organized, the date of the ceremony and so on, everything was not falling into place, it was rising into place. There's so many things that are happening around that you have to schedule, that you have to organize, and we had ceremonies in Germany because that's the place where he left the body. And everything was starting to align in the most profound way with ease and grace. I traveled with a friend of mine, and the remains, the ashes, the urn in my hand luggage from Munich to Delhi. The flight itself, the travel, and the arrival in Kashi was with such a warmth, with such love, with such honor. It was just, for me, it was coming home. I was being embraced the whole time, but even more when I stepped into the ashram, I was being embraced from the Divine Mother. I know I was held by the Divine Mother to go through every step of the way. But stepping into the ashram, then preparing and having conversations about the ceremony that will start the next day, it was the best place to be. Because one after the other, there were these piles of heaviness starting to loosen and lighten up. It was just falling, like kilos and kilos of weight was falling down, was really releasing my system. The time, the conversation we had with the Mahamandaleshwaras there, with the people there, preparing for the ceremony the next day. The best place to be. The ceremony started with bringing the ashes to the Ganga, and with 5 Pandits at the bed of the river. You're chanting the Sanskrit words, reciting Sanskrit words, repeating Sanskrit words, offering abhishekam to the ashes. And then the culmination was to take the ashes and go into a boat with some Pandits. And they brought me into the center of Mata Ganga. And then they gave me the directions. Says, look at the sun. Look at the sun. And whatever you feel, whatever you want to give gratitude to speak, you can. And then offer the prepared ashes in this pot, in this beautiful pot with all kinds of different offerings to Mata Ganga. Ma was right there, every step of the way. The love, the absolute grace, the absolute profoundness of being caressed, being held, and being a guide to the next loka, you might say. It was palpable. I don't know if I have really words for that, but There was not one moment where I was in despair. Not one moment. The absolute opposite. There was beauty, there was love, there was joy. Joy started to arise more and more and more. It percolated and it came up more. And then different ceremonies continued. There was a dance ceremony where many other pundits were here, and I gave gratitude for the work, what they have done to recite the mantras for my husband's soul. There was a fire ceremony, and then we were feeding the pundits at the end of one ceremony, and then there was also a bandara for the community. Children and everyone around was there. Everyone around was invited to come in, and they were eating, and there's nothing better than life, I must say, than feeding people or feeding children. This is just a passion of mine, and having that combined with this celebration of life, which is, you know, bringing something in order, respecting my husband's wishes and bringing these ashes there. It was for me a way of a sense of something becoming lighter and lighter and lighter, and freedom. It was enormous to experience. In what beautiful way that can be. There are now tears here, yes, but the tears are more not tears of sadness. It is actually tears, I want to say, tears of just so immense gratitude that this is an option, that this is a possibility that's out there for everyone. So I'm very, very grateful to have had this experience. And I know every step of the way, Ma was there. And Ma was holding me. And I know Ma was there for my husband, for his soul. Om Jai Jai Sai Ma.